People have talked about the migration of politicians to a particular party as a danger to our democracy. But what I see more of a danger is the gripes, the bluster that comes out of the mouth of politicians when we are talking, as if it is not a privilege for us to be called upon to serve this country in any capacity, any given capacity. People think it's a right. I believe that politics should be a substitute for war, for violence, not a precursor to them. Most of the speakers before me have virtually said what I will have loved to say, except to add that there are few holes that reach so deep into the heart of Nigerians than this particular one, because it is here the joint sittings of the National Assembly, the representatives of the people take place. It is also here in this hall. So sorry, Senate President, I don't mean to mock the Senate, I'm just saying what is obvious. It is also here that the budgets that embodies the social contract of the government with the people is presented year in, year out. And another has been added, the presidential address to the joint sitting of the National Assembly, which in a historically first effort started this year, and I believe it will be sustained. Except another hole is built, I believe it will continue to hold in this place. Now, anytime I come here, I remember the 16 years I was here. The first thing that comes to mind is laughter, because I've seen us fight in this place until all of us surrender. It's always been the house of the people. But I must say this, which of course is true, that at no time in the history of the legislature, especially the House of Representatives, have we had the doors to our chambers thrown open to the public. Never. So this also is a historically first step. And it demonstrates one thing, the willingness of the leadership and the membership of the National Assembly to tell Nigerians that we are ready for the work you've assigned to us. And one of the work of Parliament is to hold others to account, especially the executive. But by throwing your doors open, you are saying, we want to be accountable. We want to account first, hold us to account before we hold other arms of government to account. I believe it is only leaders or the leadership that is committed to integrity that would do this. I have said before that it's not enough to talk to the people or talk with the people or talk for the people. We must always have a dialogue with the people. We must talk with the people. And you are leading the charge. And don't think that your efforts are going in vain. The executive is listening to events that are taking place in this place. And on account of the cries, motions that have been adopted here, it has moved the executive into taking actions that are historically first, especially this present administration. I remember the leader of the House, as his name was, the Right Honorable Femi, brought this issue of student loan. Apparently, we began work. Unfortunately, it didn't see the light of the day. But I'm happy that in spite of the fact that it didn't work out that time, this chamber didn't give up, ensured that this bill was passed and it is signed. And in a historically first step taken by this administration, thousands of students who would otherwise never have seen the four corners of the university, they are studying, thereby ensuring the future of this country, investing in our people. It is also the conversation here about the promise of our democracy. As it is said, promise of democracy is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We've had the rights, political rights, individual rights. But the other problem has been the pursuit of happiness. And if you go outside there, the feeler is that while the economy is a bit stuffy, until recently, the president decided to, in a major response, establish the National Credit Guarantee Company, which is supposed to empower entrepreneurs, innovators, and every Nigerian who has an idea to pursue, to be able to pursue them, then thereby ensuring that our democracy delivers on its promise to get our citizens to pursue happiness. That is a historically first step. Because I don't want to take your time. There are so many other things that I can say. But let me say one thing that bothers me about the body politic. People have talked about the migration of politicians to a particular party as a danger to our democracy. But what I see more of a danger is the gripes, the bluster that comes out of the mouth of politicians when we are talking, as if it is not a privilege for us to be called upon to serve this country in any capacity, any given capacity. People think it's a right. I believe that politics should be a substitute for war, and for violence, not a precursor to them. How this House will define the political terrain depends largely on you. There's freedom of speech, but speech only when it is free speech that is protected in a democracy. Hate speech is not. So I'm enjoining upon you to look at that. Here in the House, we fight. They are all witnesses, members. But as soon as we leave this place, outside there, we're throwing banters, we're rejoicing, which is something through our public engagement or engagement with the citizen, we can sell this spirit that permeates the National Assembly to others. That politics shouldn't destroy the fundamentals of our life, that we are connected beyond just who we support. And what should unite us should be the interests of our people, the interests of Nigeria. Although our allegiances to individuals may differ, we should always be united in pursuit of the common interests of our people. Everything should be about Nigerians. So I want to thank you, Mr. Speaker, and your leadership. I want to thank all honorable members who have availed themselves here for deciding that it is not enough for you to operate here alone, but you must always have a decent, a rational conversation with the people. And as we dialogue with the people, I owe you to pay attention, because dialogue is not about what it is said, it is about what it is not said. You will learn a lot. And in learning, you will make sure that your legislative priorities reflect the aspiration of the people you listen to. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Thank you, sir.